guys, welcome back. As you have noticed, I have been gone for like 2 weeks, and this is because first my daughter was sick, and then me and my husband got sick, and we just been trying to like get better, you know, in between work and taking care of the baby. It's just been too much for me to sit here or to film or to edit or anything like that. But I've been keeping up with my social media, so make sure that you know, follow me on Instagram and all that good stuff. It's all down there. But today's video, I'm going to be bringing you a fall makeup tutorial, and is a collaboration with one of my really good friends from back in DR. Her channel is in Spanish, just so you guys know, and my channel is in English, obviously. So we just decided that it will be really cool to do a collaboration, because that way her English viewers and my Spanish viewers can kind of like go back and forth and enjoy both videos and both channels. And also we have completely different makeup styles and all that stuff. She's more into the fun, colorful. Obviously she does everything, but she likes more like the fun, colorful, and she plays around with color a lot. And I am more neutral, or like bumpy or smoky, you know what I mean. I'm gonna put her little clip or her video right here, one of both sides. I never know which one it is, but that way you guys can click on it and make sure that once you're done watching this video, you go to her video and make sure you let her know that I sent you, Karen sent you. And also I'm gonna list all her information down below, the link for the video that we're doing in collaboration, and also her channel. And don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already, and let's just get started.
Okay guys, we're gonna start off by priming our eyelid, and as always, you know that I always use the Painterly Paint Pot from MAC, and we're just gonna apply that all over the eyelid, and then we're gonna set it. But first I'm gonna be using this tape, and basically this method is to make sure that your eyeshadow, it's nice and sharp, and then you get like that sharp effect at the edge, and it doesn't like go everywhere in your face and you have to kind of clean it up, if you know what I mean. And then I'm going to be using the Morphe and Kathleen Lights palette. I love this eyeshadow palette. It has definitely become one of my favorites. And then with that light beige or cream color, we're just going to set the Painterly Paint Pot to make sure that all the other eyeshadows go on smoothly. And then with this caramel sort of color, we're just going to apply that with a very fluffy brush in our crease. And you want to make sure that you apply it from the inner corner to the outer corner. Then we're gonna move on to this like warm red brown shadow, and we're just gonna apply that really closely in our crease. And you want to make sure, like I said before, that you apply it in the inner corner and the outer corner, because you know we want to make sure that's nicely intensified. And then you kind of also want to put a little bit on the outer V. And then going back with that camel color, we're just gonna make sure that everything's nice and blended. This tutorial is definitely gonna be a lot of blending, so just make sure that when you apply shadow, you apply little by little and then you work your way up. Then we're gonna move on to this deep cranberry color, and like I said before, we're gonna apply on the inner corner, the outer corner, and the crease, and try to keep it right on your crease, because we want to concentrate that color right in there. And you want to keep doing this until you reach the desired pigmentation. Then I'm gonna go in with this black eyeshadow, and you want to just apply just a tiny little bit, because black eyeshadow, if you apply a lot, it tends to just look chalky and it doesn't really blend that much. Then we're gonna go in with this NYX Jumbo stick, and this is in the color French Fries. And you want to just use like a sticky base to then apply your satin or shimmery metallic shadow. And we're gonna go in with this like cranberry purple reddish bronzy kind of eyeshadow. I applied some Fix Plus because I wanted it to be a little more intense, and then you want to concentrate that right in the middle of your eyelid. And then we're gonna go back with the cranberry shade. You want to make sure that it's nice and blended and that you don't see the difference between the two textures of the shadow. So you want to make sure that that edge, it's super nicely blended. And then we're gonna go back with the camel shadow and make sure that everything's nice and blended. Then we're gonna be removing the tape, and as you can see, it's a super sharp eyeshadow. I love it. And then I just grabbed a makeup remover wipe, and it's just to like clean up all the excess shadow that has fallen. So for primer, I'm mixing 2 primers. You can use whatever primer you prefer. I'm just trying to see how these two work together. And then I'm going to move on to foundation. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Milani 2-in-1 concealer foundation. And I love this foundation. It leaves your face super matte, but it's not drying at all. I have super dry skin and this works wonderful for me. I love it. And I also just love the finish. It's super nice. And then we're gonna go in with concealer, and I'm gonna be using the Morphe concealer, and this is in the shade Macchiato. You want to just make sure you apply on the areas that you want to highlight, because this is a very dramatic, you know, smoky look. You want to make sure that you highlight your face really nice, that way, you know, it's just a little more dramatic, you know what I mean. I love this concealer. I just feel like it might be a little thick, so if you're not into thick concealers, I recommend not getting it. But if you want like full coverage and a beautiful finish, then this is the concealer for you. It is a little hard to kind of take it out of the tube, but once you make it, you know, work, it just works wonderful. And then to set the concealer, we're going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm going to be using those 2 shades that I pointed right there. It's like a light pink and then like the banana shade. And you just want to make sure that you apply that everywhere where you apply your concealer. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the CoverGirl TruBlend face powder. You know, this is my holy grail, my everyday, so I always have to use it. And then we're just going to be doing a little bit of contouring. So I'm using this ashy brown shade and I'm just applying it right where you contour. And then I'm going to grab another warmer bronzer shade and just make sure that I blend it. And then I apply everywhere where I want like a bronzy effect. I love bronzer, so I tend to apply a lot. But because this look is super intense and dramatic, I'm applying just like a tiny little extra. If you're not comfortable with it, that's totally fine. You can apply whatever amount you're comfortable with. Just make sure that if you do apply a lot, that you blend it. So this is what I'm going to be doing right here. And I just like to, after I apply my bronzer or my blush or anything like that, I like to blend it to make sure it's not patchy. Then we're gonna go with blush, and this is the NYX HD blush in Move It Out. I love this blush because it's super toned down, but it still gives you like a night color, and it looks a lot like the eyeshadow that we're using, so it kind of like goes together and it gives you that like fall vibe. Then to finish our eyes, we're gonna be using the warm red brownish shade with a pencil brush to make sure that it's nice and close to the lower lash. And then with the camel color, we're just gonna use like a fluffier brush to blend it and just like give a little more of, you know, vibrant color underneath. Then we're going to be using this creamy shimmery shade, and this is going to be for our inner corners, and we're also going to apply in our brow bone. I love this inner corner highlight because it's just so smooth and pigmented. I literally applied just a couple times, maybe like 2 or 3 times, and it gave me such a beautiful bright color. Then we're going to go in with black eyeliner. You can use any black eyeliner you have or you prefer, and we're just going to put that in our waterline to intensify the look just a little bit more. Then for highlight, I'm going to be using this Carli Bybel palette. I love this palette, especially for the highlights. And I'm just mixing the first 2. They're like a pinkish and like whitish kind of highlight. And you know, you want to do the glow a little extra for this dramatic look. So apply as much as you feel comfortable with. Then for lips, I'm going to be using a ColourPop combination, and I'm going to start off by lining my lips with Poison lip liner, and then I'm going to use the Poison lipsticks on top. I decided to go in with another lipstick because I was looking for like a more vampy kind of feel. So I went in with the ColourPop liquid lipstick in Rouge, and it just looks so beautiful with this look. I'm obsessed. And this color definitely makes my lips look a lot bigger, which is always a good thing, you know. And then like always, once you're done with your makeup, you want to make sure that it's nice and set. I always set my makeup before I do my mascara. I don't know, it's just my routine. And then I'm just gonna curl my lashes because, you know, I need some help. And then you go in with your favorite mascara if you want to apply falsies, because it's such a dramatic look that will look beautiful. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next one.